This call is now being recorded.
Yeah, so where were we? We were in the fourth unit trying to find out try to solve the MCQs of unit number 4. So now what do you mean by double point? When it is called as a node, when we have the node means a knot. For example, what is the diagrammatical representation of a node? I'll draw it here actually. It's something like this. It will be going through that point twice. Okay, so it's a knot. So what happens? You have two distinct tangents and real tangents. That time the double point is called as node. So here a double point is called node if the tangents of the curve uh, are dash at the double point. So what are they? Are they real and equal or real and distinct?
Real and distinct.
Real
Yeah,
and distinct.
real and distinct. So that's the answer. Okay. Then double point is said to be cusp. So try to draw the cusp and see. Then it will be quite easy to understand. A cusp is something like this, na? This is your cusp. So what is happening when the curve is coming from up? This line is the tangent. When it is going down, again same line is the tangent. So what we have? We have two real tangents. But what they are they distinct?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
They are equal.
Equal.
They are equal, and that's why what will be the option? The option will be
Real and equal.
real and equal. Option A. Okay. Then let us go to this. For a rose curve, r is equal to a cos n theta and r is equal to a sin n theta. If n is odd, then how many loops are there? We have seen while drawing the curve. Let me take a quick example for say odd. It is said, na. So let me take an example. R is equal to a sine 3 theta. Okay. So how do we draw this rose curve? How many loops are there? We say that there are 3 loops. Correct. So when n is odd, we have how many loops we have? We have n loops. Okay. I'll just quickly draw this example so that all the question related to rose curves will be clear to you. So what we are going to do? How do we start drawing this? First, divide each quadrant in 3 parts. Divide each quadrant in 3 parts. How do we divide it? By making an angle of each quadrant is of angle pi by 2. तो उसके कितने हिस्से करने हैं? 3 हिस्से करने हैं. So pi by 2 upon 3 that is pi by 6. तो हर एक हिस्सा जो होगा that will be of length angle pi by 6. So theta is equal to pi by 6. Then this is 2 pi by 6 and then this is 3 pi by 6. Okay, 3 pi by 6 matlab pi by 2. Is this okay? Is this clear? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
तो हाँ, तो सबसे पहले पहला लूप कहाँ होगा? That I have to draw. Sin 3 theta maximum होना चाहिए. लूप मतलब क्या? The curve should look like this, ना? लूप में क्या होता है? If this is your curve and I'm saying this is your loop, then on theta is equal to 0, here it is becoming maximum. Theta is equal to 0. Correct? ये maximum length है. तो ये कब होता है cos के लिए? Cos के लिए होता है ये 0 पे. Sin 3 theta हमें maximum चाहिए अभी. Sin कब maximum होता है? Pi by 2 के लिए. लेकिन अब अभी एंगल क्या है? Is it theta? Sin theta है या sin 3 theta है?
Pi by 6.
Yeah, sin 3 theta it is. So 3 theta should become pi by 2. That is theta should become pi by 6. So पहला लूप कहाँ पे होगा? Theta is equal to pi by 6 पे. बराबर? Then when it is odd, what do we do? यहाँ पे ये sections बना दिए हम लोगों ने, ठीक है? 3-3 sections हर एक quadrant के बना दिए. तो odd जब n होता है तो पहला लूप ड्रॉ करने के बाद next 2 sectors I will keep free. So I have kept these 2 sectors free. I will draw the next loop here. Okay, then still I'll keep the next 2 sectors free. I'll draw the loop here and these 2 sectors free. When I come back and I'm getting the loop again, मतलब जब मैं repeat करके starting position पे आती हूँ तो वही मुझे loop मिलना चाहिए, then I'm right. So is this clear? How many loops I got for sin 3 theta? I got 3 loops. ये sectors जो empty रखे हैं, वो कोई बता सकता है क्यों empty रखे हैं? Can anybody? Yeah.
मॅम ऍडमिट करता का काही लोक थांबलेत.
Yes, I'm doing that. Again, I have logged in from my mobile also and I'm admitting simultaneously.
ओके मॅम.
Yes, students, now you have seen this diagram. Tell me whatever questions I'm asking related to this. Okay, let me go back to the meeting and see if really many students are waiting so that I can admit them. Yeah, you have seen the diagram by then. By the time I'm admitting the student, you just tell me how many loops we got for r is equal to a sine 3 theta.
3.
3. Wherever I had crossed, जो sectors में मैंने graph draw नहीं किया था, can you tell me why it was happening?
Overlapping is there.
Absolutely right. वो जो quadrants है ना, उनके opposite quadrant में देखना कि curve है. The loop is present in opposite quadrant. तो वहां पे ना sign negative होता है. तो sign negative मतलब r की वैल्यू नेगेटिव आएगी. अगर r नेगेटिव है, I cannot draw in the same quadrant or same sectors. I have to draw it in the opposite sectors. तो ये जो कर्व था ना, देखो ये जो कर्व था, यहाँ पे मैंने क्रॉस किया है, तो यहाँ पे r नेगेटिव हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ साइन 3 थीटा. तो r नेगेटिव होने के बाद वो कर्व कहाँ पे ड्रॉ करते हैं हम लोग, कौन से लाइन पे, अपोजिट लाइन पे. तो वो लूप यहाँ पे आ रहा है. when r here again is in these two sectors, it is positive, so we are drawing it here only. फिर ये दो सेक्टर में r नेगेटिव हो रहा है, तो हम लोगों ने अपोजिट में ड्रॉ किया. फिर यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव हो रहा है, तो यहीं पे ड्रॉ किया. फिर यहाँ पे नेगेटिव हो रहा है, तो अपोजिट में होगा और वो ओवरलैप हो रहा है. एक्चुअली लूप्स तो 6 है, बट दे आर ओवरलैपिंग, दे आर रिपीटिंग, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई कैन सी ओनली 3. Is the concept clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's go to the next question, next type of question. Yes, this is a very important point when we trace the curves. In a Cartesian equation, the point where dy by dx is 0. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? dy by dx is becoming 0. So what is the meaning of dy by dx? I'm trying to explain you conceptually also. Okay, dy by dx मतलब क्या होता है? Slope of the curve. Yeah. So tan theta is 0. Correct ना? मतलब theta is 0. Yeah. So theta is 0. Very good. Very good. Very good. Theta is 0 मतलब angle made by that tangent with the positive x-axis is 0. कैसे होता है वो curve? Theta is 0 मतलब, yeah. If suppose your line is this, तो theta is equal to 0 मतलब जो line है वो पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस से एंगल 0 बना रही है, मतलब इट इज पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस. करेक्ट ना? Therefore, if dy by dx is at any point is 0, then the tangent is parallel to x axis. ये point है suppose a comma b. So what is that tangent? Anybody can tell me? This type of questions are not there in your MCQ bank, but it can be asked. Dy by dx is 0 at the point.
X is equal to b.
Is it x coordinate constant or y coordinate? Y is equal to, is it right? ये कौन सी लाइन है? Y is equal to b. This line is nothing but y is equal to b. So if dy by dx at pa comma b is 0, that means it's a tangent parallel to x axis given by y is equal to b. So if you have understood this, tell me what is dy by dx at pa comma b. अगर ये infinity है, then what is the tangent?
X equals to A.
A.
Absolutely right. X is equal to a is the tangent which is parallel to y axis, which is parallel to y axis. Clear? All? Okay. Now let's go to the next type of questions. Yeah. For polar curves, angle phi, which is angle between the radius vector and the tangent line. How do we get it? What's the formula? Tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr. Tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr. So what's the answer? Option B is the answer. Okay, ये formula है. तो ये आपको अगर derive करना है, then you will have to convert the Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates, then find out that tan phi and it turns out to be r d theta by dr. Rather than that, it will be quick if you try to remember it. Tan phi is r d theta by dr. Is it okay? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
yeah, what is the meaning of this? Again, the questions which are not here now, I'm going to discuss more on that, because if these are these already questions I have solved, so you know how to go about it. What are the other type of questions that can be asked on this is, what is the angle between the radius vector at theta is equal to 0? Theta is equal to 0. This type of questions can be asked. They will ask you to find what is the value of tan phi. So they'll give you the equation r is equal to a cos theta suppose, and they'll ask you what is tan phi formula. So you have to find d theta by dr, and you have to substitute the value of r, that will give you the answer. This type of questions we have done in the class also. लेकिन ये एक टाइप का क्वेश्चन ट्राई करो सॉल्व करने की. Find the angle between radius vector and tangent vector at theta is equal to 0 for r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Find the angle between the radius vector and tangent vector for r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta at theta is equal to 0. ये आपका कर्व दिया हुआ है. If you are able to draw it, then it is very simple. If you are not able to draw it, then you have to go for the formula. So what is the formula? Tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr. Correct? That's your formula. So you know what is r. So what it is? R is a into 1 plus cos theta. ठीक है? Tan phi is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. What is dr by d theta? dr by d theta क्या है? अगर r a into 1 plus cos theta है, so what is dr by d theta? Quickly. Minus a sin theta.
Minus sin theta.
Correct. So d theta by dr क्या होगा? इसका रेसिप्रोकल minus 1 upon a sin theta. So substitute this. So it is multiplied by minus 1 upon a sin theta. So a और a cancel हो जाएगा. Okay. And what will be this? Tan phi is equal to, simplify this, 1 plus cos theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2 and sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So 1 cos theta will get cancelled, 2 will get cancelled. What will be your formula? Minus sign is there, don't skip that. Minus cot theta by 2. So one of the question is this, what's the value of tan phi? So it is minus cot theta by 2, or in terms of tan it is how much? Tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2.
Yes.
Okay, it's overlapping. So is that clear? This is not the question this question is not there in your MCQ bank. So I am doing it separately. What is the thing? They will ask you what is the formula for that tan phi. Correct? So what is the formula? Just now we got it. It became, the formula was nothing but, we got the answer to be tan phi is equal to tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2. So this will be present in the option. Is it okay? Clear? Now, can you tell me at theta is equal to 0, इसका आंसर क्या होगा? At theta is equal to 0, what will be the answer?
Pi by 2.
Correct. Tan phi हमें क्या मिला है? Tan of pi by 2 plus theta by 2. So when I'll put theta is equal to 0, it is tan of pi by 2. That means what is phi? Phi is pi by 2. What do you mean by phi? Let me draw it now and see. Now, अगर आपको ये curve draw करना आ जाता ना पहले ही, तो it would have been answered within 1 second. This is a cardioid ना? R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. ये cardioid है. कैसे draw करते हैं? Theta is equal to 0 के लिए R क्या होगा? 2a. Correct? This point. Then theta is equal to pi by 4 के लिए थोड़ा कम हो जाता है. Theta is equal to pi by 2 के लिए थोड़ा और कम हो जाएगा. Theta is equal to 3 pi by 4 के लिए और थोड़ा कम. And theta is equal to pi के लिए क्या है? Cos pi is -1 plus 1 minus 1 is 0. तो यहाँ आएगा तो your cardioid is like this. Correct? And symmetry about x-axis के वजह से ये मिलेगा. So this is your cardioid. What is your radius vector at theta is equal to 0? This is your radius vector. And what is the angle between the radius vector and tangent vector? 90. Without, if you are able to draw the curve, तो आंसर देखा कितने जल्दी आ गया? What is phi? The angle between the tangent vector, this is your tangent vector and this is your radius vector, is nothing but 90 degree. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So therefore phi is equal to pi by 2. Fine. Now let's go to the next type of question. These two questions were not there in your MCQ. That's why I have taken it separately. Okay, let's come to asymptote. How do we find asymptote? Asymptote are found by equating the coefficient of highest power of y to 0. So that is your theoretical MCQ. Asymptote of a Cartesian curve parallel to x-axis. X-axis को parallel कौन होगा? A term which is in y. तो coefficient of x क्या हो सकता है? y के फॉर्म में हो सकता है. तो हाईएस्ट कोएफिशिएंट जो x का है, उसका जो हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ x जो है, उसका जो कोएफिशिएंट होगा, that you have to compare with 0 and that will give you the tangents. Okay, so I'll just show you an example. Excuse me, show you an example asymptote का. That will help you to understand. Where is that curve? Any curve asymptote wala? हाँ, here see question number 38. The equation of asymptote parallel to x-axis to the curve represented by the equation y into 1 plus x square is equal to x. So how we have to solve this? सबसे पहले देखना है कि who is the highest power of x? Which is the highest power of x? Can anybody tell me which is the highest power of x in this equation? Question number 38 हम लोग solve कर रहे हैं. तो कौन सा है highest power of x?
2.
x square है, correct? x square is there. So what's the coefficient of x square? ये y अंदर अंदर क्या मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे? y मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. तो कोएफिशिएंट क्या है x स्क्वायर का? y. तो इक्वेट द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ x टू 0. तो कौन सा हाईएस्ट पावर है? x स्क्वायर. उसका कोएफिशिएंट क्या है? y. तो y is equal to 0 will be your
Can you zoom it a bit? The letters are a bit small now.
Actually this is a PDF. You can zoom it on your mobile, because when I am doing it now, just see, zoom it on your mobile, you can do it. I'm already simultaneously I am joining with the help of mobile na, so you can zoom it on your cell phone. Arya, just try.
Yeah, actually I'm trying. I'm using laptop, तो वहाँ से थोड़ा सा.
Okay, because
We are zooming then.
let me check. Now you can see it.
हाँ, yes ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
question number 38 we are doing, and the equation of asymptote parallel to x-axis. तो सबसे पहले highest power of x we are going to see, that is 2. उसका coefficient है y. तो y is equal to 0 is your asymptote parallel to x-axis. Clear? Everyone?
Yes,
so now tell me the answer of 39. Sabhi, all of you, and put it in the chat box quickly, please. 39 का answer, equation of asymptote parallel to y-axis to the curve represented by this. So y-axis के लिए हमें क्या देखना है? Highest power of y देखना है. उसका coefficient equate to 0 करना है. So what is the answer?
X equals to 4.
4.
हाँ, करेक्ट. देखो ना, y स्क्वायर का पूरा कोएफिशिएंट है 4 माइनस x, नॉट जस्ट x. वहां पे क्या था? x स्क्वायर का कोएफिशिएंट देख रहे थे तो वो y अंदर मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? देखो, द वन हु टोल्ड मी x इज इक्वल टू 0 ना, लिसन हियर केयरफुली. क्या हो रहा है? ये y स्क्वायर का कोएफिशिएंट पूरा ये टर्म है 4 माइनस x. So 4 minus x has to be compared to 0, and that's why the answer is x is equal to 4. Is it clear? The one who was saying x is equal to 0 is the answer. समझ में आया?
Yes.
ओके फाइन. सो असिम्प्टोट क्लियर है. अगर y के लिए बोला है तो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ y कंपेयर करो 0 से. x एक्सिस से पैरेलल पूछा है तो कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ हाईएस्ट पावर ऑफ x कंपेयर करो 0 से. दैट विल गिव यू द आंसर. सो दोज आर योर असिम्प्टोट्स. ओके. एंड फॉर टेंजेंट्स एट ओरिजिन you compare the smallest degree term to 0. For example, here equation of the tangent to the curve at origin, if it exists. तो सबसे पहले exist कब होगा? वो अगर origin है, then we will think about tangent at origin. When do we say that the curve passes through origin? Can you recollect it?
When constant is not there in the.
Absolutely right. Correct. Constant अगर नहीं है तो जब हम लोग x is equal to 0 पुट करेंगे तो y is equal to 0 आ जाएगा. For example, let me tell you quickly. I'll give you the two examples. x square plus y square is equal to a square. इसमें constant है absolute constant. Absolute constant मतलब constant अकेला दिख रहा है. a square is alone present. विदाउट एनी वेरिएबल। तो यहाँ पे अगर y0 पुट किया तो x स्क्वायर a स्क्वायर आएगा, मतलब x इज नॉट 0। लेकिन वही अगर मैंने x स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4ay ये कर्व कंसिडर किया, इफ आई कंसिडर दिस कर्व, आई सी एब्सोल्यूट कांस्टेंट। एब्सोल्यूट कांस्टेंट मतलब अकेला कांस्टेंट प्रेजेंट है क्या? 4a इज द कांस्टेंट, वो किसके साथ प्रेजेंट है? along with y. Yeah, so it's not present alone. That's why when I put y is equal to 0, I'll get x0. When I put x is equal to 0, I'll get y0. So origin will lie. So this is also a question of your MCQ, that when the origin will be there on the curve. So absolute constant नहीं रहा तो origin है, absolute constant है तो origin नहीं है, ठीक है? और फिर उसके बाद हम लोग tangent find करते हैं. How do we find tangent at origin? By comparing the smallest degree term to 0. Comparing the smallest degree term to 0. So equation of the tangents to the curve at origin. Look at question number 37. What is the smallest degree term? यहाँ पे smallest degree term क्या है? What is the degree? Simplify the equation and then check. Your equation is 3ay square is equal to x into x minus a the whole square का expansion करो. X minus a the whole square is x square minus 2a plus a square. So 3ay
square
minus 2ax. हाँ क्या बोल रहे हो?
a square x.
करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट। अगर ऐसे ही देखोगे ना तो लगेगा कि y स्क्वायर इज द स्मॉलेस्ट डिग्री टर्म, करेक्ट। y स्क्वायर है ना x माइनस a द होल स्क्वायर में से जो डिग्री 2 टर्म आएगा या फिर डिग्री 3 टर्म है, बट दैट्स नॉट द थिंग। ये जो टर्म है ना x माइनस a द होल स्क्वायर, व्हेन यू ओपन अप द ब्रैकेट, जस्ट सी हियर दिस वन, 3ay स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू x स्क्वायर माइनस 2ax प्लस a स्क्वायर रहा, तो x क्यूब माइनस 2ax स्क्वायर प्लस a square x. So what is the smallest degree term? A square x. So compare a square x to 0. A cannot be 0. That's why x is equal to 0 is the tangent at origin. So that's present in the option. Is it okay? X is equal to 0 is the answer. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have done asymptotes, we have done tangent at origin, we found how do we say, when do we say origin is there, we saw the symmetry. Now let's go to some of the polar curve things. Okay, so polar curve में उसके पहले region of presence, region of absence. Tell me, what do you mean by region of absence? Region of absence का meaning क्या है?
where the curve is not
Absolutely, where the curve is not present. तो curve is not present generally ना, कोई भी इक्वेशन देने दो, आप क्या करो, जो स्क्वायर वाला टर्म है ना वो एक साइड रखो और जो बाकी के टर्म्स है वो दूसरे साइड रखो. सो फॉर एग्जांपल क्वेश्चन नंबर 44, कैन यू सी दैट क्वेश्चन नंबर 44? y square is equal to x square into a minus x upon a plus x. This is your curve. Okay, y square is equal to x square into a minus x upon a plus x. तो कर्व नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब क्या होना चाहिए? आइदर इट इज इमेजिनरी, मतलब कौन इमेजिनरी हो सकता है? y और x कोई भी एक इमेजिनरी हो सकता है. whenever I'm writing y square ना, try to make y square negative, that will give you the region of absence. Can y square be negative to draw? Can we draw y square negative term x और y axis में?
No.
So try to find the value or the condition on x. Find the condition on x so that y square will become negative. So what is that? ये denominator आपको x is greater than a. अगर ये हुआ, okay, तो यहाँ पे a minus x जो टर्म है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल x greater than a का एक वैल्यू बताओ, x is equal to 2a. So what will be y square? Y square will become 2a square into a minus 2a divided by a plus 2a. So the first part 2a square और a plus 2a ये तो पॉजिटिव, लेकिन a minus this term is negative, तो टोटल y square क्या हो जाएगा? नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. इज दिस पॉसिबल? इट इज अ कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन. दिस इज द सिंबल फॉर कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन. तो x ग्रेटर देन a एक कंडीशन हो गया. दूसरा कंडीशन क्या है? जस्ट सी हियर दिस वन. व्हाट इज इट? a minus x is greater than a हो गया हम लोगों का a plus x. अगर x becomes less than minus a, x becomes less than minus a. Can you tell me any value which is less than minus a? Minus 2a. हाँ कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is minus a, this is minus 2a. तो ये numbers कम होते हैं ना माइनस ए से. तो इफ x इज इक्वल टू माइनस 2a, तो ये डिनोमिनेटर नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, न्यूमरेटर माइनस ऑफ माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा. सो न्यूमरेटर इज पॉजिटिव, डिनोमिनेटर इज नेगेटिव. सो ओवरऑल y स्क्वायर विल बिकम नेगेटिव फॉर दिस कंडीशन आल्सो. y स्क्वायर विल बिकम नेगेटिव. हेंस x ग्रेटर देन a एंड x less than minus a. This will be your region of absence. So let's go back to the question now. Here see, this was the question, na? So x greater than a. All the options will look same, huh? X greater than a. सबसे पहले वो फिक्स्ड करो. X greater than a, x greater than a और d. फिर x less than minus a, x greater than minus a. Greater than minus a नहीं है, तो आंसर इज ऑप्शन D. Is it okay? Clear? Region of absence कैसे फाइंड किया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Tell me now answer of question number 43 या फिर question number 45. बताओ. Everyone you try now. All divisions, okay, please. और आंसर डालो चैट बॉक्स में. 45 question is x square is equal to a square y square upon a square minus y square. Solve
Ma'am,
करो.
C.
What is
Yes,
it? Can
ma'am.
you C is the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a value greater than minus a. Y greater than minus a.
Minus A by 2.
So if I put minus a by 2 in place of y, a square minus a square by 4, this is positive, na then?
B option, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. B.
Correct? Understood? This happens in the final exam also. So please be careful. Option B is the answer. Less than minus a. Negative numbers, minus के नीचे जो है वो minus 2a, minus 3a है. So that's why y less than minus a. Are you getting it, all students?
Yes, ma'am.
So answer is option B and not C. ये होता है this mistake. And again y greater than a, b and c, ये दो options that is correct, but cannot be C because y greater than minus a is minus a by 2, which is not giving me x square to be negative, but y less than minus a is giving me the answer of x square to be negative. Correct? Everyone? समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let's go to some points of symmetry about polar curves. Theta is equal to minus theta replace करने पर symmetry कैसे आएगी?
इनिशियल लाइन
x इनिशियल लाइन या फिर x एक्सिस, वो क्वेश्चन में इनिशियल लाइन ही देंगे. कैन यू सी दैट ज्योमेट्रिकली? लर्न करने की जरूरत नहीं है. वेयर इज थीटा? थीटा इज हियर, देन माइनस थीटा इज हियर. तो अगर ये पॉइंट और ये पॉइंट सेम रहा, थीटा इज इक्वल टू थीटा और माइनस थीटा के लिए, देन द सिमेट्री इज अबाउट x एक्सिस, इनिशियल लाइन. ठीक है? सो दैट इज रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ थीटा बाय माइनस थीटा. देन for example, in this curve, the curve represented by equation r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. What is the shortcut? How will you directly write the symmetry? अगर question में cos है, तो cos of minus theta is cos theta ना? So obviously the symmetry will be about initial line. जिस question में cos theta है, that curve will be symmetric about initial line. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what about this? Is there any other symmetry? Look at the options and tell me. Curve is symmetric about initial line, तो A और B में से आंसर होगा. बराबर?
Yes.
Yeah, and it is passing through pole or not passing through pole. Now let me just ask you, when do we say that a curve pass through pole? Pole मतलब क्या? Origin होना चाहिए. तो
सर
correct. No. Symmetry के लिए R is replaced by minus R. That you are saying is right. But here I am asking whether the curve is passing through pole or not. मतलब कोई तो एक थीटा चाहिए This is for all, okay? There should be
Well, if
one.
theta r is becoming 0.
ऑप्शन ए
Yes.
असेल ना?
Yes. So what is that? Is it passing through pole? Look at theta is equal to minus pi. अगर
Yes, ma'am,
theta
passing through pole.
correct. अगर theta is equal to pi put किया तो cos pi is -1 plus 1 minus 1 is 0 and that's why r is becoming 0. That means the answer is option
A.
which option? A. समजते का सगळ्यांना? चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाकलं का सगळ्यांनी? हे आन्सर येते म्हणून. This type of questions will be there in your final exam. So please try to understand. What about question number 47? Try to tell me the
मैम
answer quickly.
पासिंग थ्रू पोल का कंडीशन और एक बार जरा एक्सप्लेन करिए क्योंकि बाकी के थोड़े से लाइक बोल रहे थे तो आपका क्लियर नहीं आ रहा था.
Okay. Passing through pole matlab there should be some theta for which r is becoming 0. Radius vector 0 होना चाहिए तो वो origin पे होगा ना.
Yeah.
So there should be some theta for which r should become 0.
Okay. Yeah.
So when theta is pi, cos pi is -1 plus 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So there is a theta for which r is becoming 0. So the curve is passing through pole.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else has any doubt? You please ask. Huh? So if you have understood this, tell me the symmetry of the curve r square is equal to a square cos theta. ये क्या satisfy करता है?
C असेल का?
Symmetrical about initial line, absolutely, and it is passing through pole. So for which value of theta it will be 0?
Pi by 4.
Absolutely right. Theta is equal to pi by 4 के लिए 2 theta क्या हो जाएगा? Pi by 2. समझ में आ रहा है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So 2 theta will be pi by 2 and cos of pi by 2 is 0. Therefore r will be 0. So answer is option C. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. Now, one more thing I wanted to ask you. There is something called as tangents at pole. Let me see whether that question is there. Yeah. Look at this. This is another type of question. To find tangents at pole, मतलब क्या? सबसे पहले तो पोल है कब पे ये देखना है. उसके बाद कब कब वो पोल पे आएगा तो उससे मुझे tangents मिलेंगे. So for that, what you have to do is put r is equal to 0. I'll repeat. Put r is equal to 0 and find all those theta. Put r is equal to 0 and find all those theta. तो यहाँ पे r is equal to क्या है? आपका कर्व क्या है? r is equal to a sin 3 theta. r is equal to a sin 3 theta. Is it okay? Can you see it? Okay. I have to write it here. r is equal to a sin 3 theta. Correct? This is your curve. तो ये क्या चाहिए हमको? टेंजेंट्स एट पोल. तो r शुड बिकम 0. मतलब क्या 0 होना चाहिए? sin 3 theta should become 0. When is this possible? Can you tell me? For which multiples?
0, pi, 2 pi.
Pi multiples.
0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, dot dot dot. Correct? तो थीटा क्या होना चाहिए? 0, pi by 3, 2 pi by 3, 3 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3 dot dot dot. So that's the answer for tangent at pole for the curve r is equal to a sin 3 theta. So let's see whether this option is there. Theta is equal to 0, pi by 3, 2 pi by 3, 3 pi by 3 को pi लिखा है, 4 pi by 3, 5 pi by 3. So your answer is A. Clear? Everyone?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
will be able to tell me what is the answer of question number 51 then. Tangent at pole for the curve r is equal to a cos 2 theta. Which option is the answer?
Theta is equal to 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, 3 pi by 4, pi.
Which one you're saying? 0?
51 चं बोलला ना मी.
51 चा काय ऑप्शन सी?
हा.
0 कुठे आहे तिथे सी मध्ये?
हा, मी 50 वाचलं, सॉरी.
हा. 51 चं काय आहे?
थीटा इज इक्वल टू पाय बाय 4, 3 पाय बाय 4.
50 चं पण आन्सर सी नाही बरं का, 0 नाही, ए आहे 50 चा आन्सर. आणि 51 चा आन्सर आहे, व्हॉट इज द आन्सर ऑफ 51?
C.
D.
Good, you are telling the wrong answer. Can cos theta become 0? R will become 0 for theta is equal to 0. कभी cos 0 0 होता है क्या?
नहीं.
नो मैम.
So never the answer will be theta is equal to 0. Tangent at pole. When do we say how do we find tangent at pole? Put r is equal to 0. So cos 2 theta should become 0. So cos 2 theta, is it 0 for theta is equal to 0? Never. So A and D will never be the answer. Are you getting it?
Yes.
All of you, those who are not getting the answer, क्या है हमें क्या करना है? We have to find whether this r which is equal to a cos 2 theta. I have to write r is equal to 0, which gives me a cos 2 theta is equal to 0. So that gives you cos of 2 theta is equal to 0. कब cos 0 होता है? 2 theta को क्या होना चाहिए? पाई बाय 2, फिर 3 पाई बाय 2, फिर 5 पाई बाय 2, ये होना चाहिए ना. So what will be theta? Theta will be pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 and so on. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what's
Yes,
the answer? Answer is option C. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody is asking the question. Please be a bit loud. I can't hear you.
Why do we find r is equal to 0? I was disconnected, so I
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
it.
Okay. See, when you want to find the tangents at pole, first of all, the curve should be lying on the pole. तो उस point पे क्या हो रहा है? कौन सी line उसको touch कर रही है? Exactly at one point. That I have to find. So when do I say that pole is there? The distance of that point from origin should be 0. मतलब radius vector 0 होना चाहिए. तो r should be 0. What is r? Radius vector ना? Yes, Neeraj, it was, I suppose. Yes, the student.
Just 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll repeat. So, see, if you want to find tangent at pole, first of all, the pole should lie. जैसे tangent at origin के लिए पहले origin है कि नहीं वो देखते हैं, और फिर उस origin पे थीटा की वैल्यू क्या हो रही है, that we check ना. तो यहाँ पे polar curve में पोल है कि नहीं, ये कब होगा? रेडियस वेक्टर अगर 0 रहा तो वो ओरिजिन पे रहेगा. पोल मतलब फॉर सम थीटा r शुड बिकम 0. करेक्ट? तो यहाँ पे इक्वेशन क्या होता है? r इज इक्वल टू a cos 2 थीटा. सो इफ आई वांट द पोल टू बी देयर एंड देन द टेंजेंट r शुड बिकम 0. रेडियस वेक्टर शुड बी 0, देन ओनली द पोल विल बी देयर. और उसके बाद हम लोग टेंजेंट फाइंड करेंगे. तो टेक r इज इक्वल टू 0 एंड फाइंड ऑल दोस थीटा फॉर विच इट इज बिकमिंग. So those are your tangent at pole. Is that clear? Okay. For example, ये वाला जो कर्व है देखो यहाँ पे r square is equal to a square cos 2 थीटा. तो यहाँ पे पोल कहाँ पे है? कौन से एंगल के लिए? कौन सा क्वेश्चन था आपका? r square is equal to a square cos 2 थीटा. यहाँ पे दिख नहीं रहा है ऑप्शन. ये कर्व, ये जो कर्व है, दिस कर्व इज r square is equal to a square cos 2 थीटा. तो cos 2 थीटा 0, r is equal to 0 पुट करने पर cos 2 थीटा 0 मिला. तो 2 थीटा कब cos 2 थीटा कब 0 होगा? अगर 2 थीटा पाई बाय 2 हुआ, मतलब थीटा पाई बाय 4. तो कैन यू सी दिस लाइन थीटा इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 4? इट इज टेंजेंट एट ओरिजिन और पोल.
Yes, ma'am.
तो वो पाई बाय 4 भी है, 3 पाई बाय 4 भी है, 5 पाई बाय 4 भी है, 7 पाई बाय 4 भी है. और ये सर्कुलर रोटेशन पीरियोडिक फंक्शन है, तो ये वाले आगे 7 पाई बाय 4, 9 पाई बाय 4, 11 पाई बाय 4, ये तो डॉट 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 होते ही जाएंगे. इज दिस क्लियर नाउ?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now one question of parametric curve will take. Okay, here x is equal to t square, y is equal to t minus t. I think so. It is t square by 3. Let me just cross check the question. What is the symmetry? Cartesian curve की symmetry हम लोग कैसे देखते हैं? Not Cartesian, sorry. Parametric curve की symmetry कैसे देखते हैं? याद आ रहा है? X should be even, y should be odd. Then symmetry about x-axis. Correct? तो मुझे बताओ. The question is this. I'll tell you the question. X is equal to t square and y is equal to t into t minus t cube by 3. T minus t cube by 3. Let me show it on Wacom. Okay, your curve is x is equal to t square and y is equal to t minus t cube by 3. So what is the symmetry? कौन even है? X is t square, so x is even function. And what about y? Y is odd function. So the symmetry is about
X-axis.
Very good. Then what else? So symmetry about x-axis हो गया. Next point is it is passing through origin or not. When will you say that passing through origin? तो x और y दोनों zero होने चाहिए ना एक t के लिए.
Yes.
So is that happening? Is there any t for
Yes,
which? What is that?
Passing through origin.
T is equal to 0 लेने पर x is also 0 and y is also 0. Therefore, it is passing through origin. तो कौन सा option है? Option D. Symmetry about x-axis and passing through origin. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the most important part is for cycloid. This was a general parametric curve. Cycloid is always symmetric about y-axis. हम लोगों ने draw किए है cycloid. बराबर? There are 4 cycloids, t plus sin t, 1 plus cos t, t minus sin t, 1 plus cos t, t plus sin t, 1 minus cos t, t minus sin t, 1 minus cos t. 4 combinations है. चारों curves symmetric about y-axis ही होते हैं. Yes or no? We have drawn those curves, cycloids. याद आ रहे? Yeah. So you please go through that. So question number 53 में, can you tell me which option will be the answer? पहले तो कौन से ऑप्शन नहीं होंगे वो बताओ.
मिस ए और सी तो नहीं होगा.
Again you are going wrong. I said the curve is always symmetric. Yeah, exactly opposite बोल रहे हो आप. Always cycloids are symmetric about y-axis. तो either A या फिर C होगा. Either you are not listening carefully या फिर ज्यादा जल्दी conclusion पे जा रहे हो. Cycloid is this type of curve. Let me just show you. It will be something like this. There, this line is bounded, okay, and then the curves are either like this, which are going, so it is always symmetric, okay. It is either this way or it is bounded between this line, it is this way. These are your cycloids. They are repeating themselves. तो क्या हो रहा है दिख रहा है क्या? This curve are symmetric about y-axis. Always the curves are symmetric about y-axis. Cycloids. बराबर ना? 4 ही cycloids ऐसे ही होंगे. ऐसे मतलब this is one. Then other 2 are also of this type only, which are symmetric about y-axis and bounded between this. Region of absence is y less than 0 and y greater than 2a. So always the curves will be symmetric. Cycloids will be symmetric about y-axis. तो either A या फिर C होगा. अभी वो passing through origin है या नहीं है कैसे find करोगे? For some t there should be both x and y should become 0. So are you getting any t of that type?
No.
Pi.
No.
Okay, good. There are 2. It is not passing through origin is the answer, but still we will see why you all are saying pi is the answer. Cos pi के लिए क्या होगा? Y 0 हो जाएगा. लेकिन what about x? Is x 0? Sin pi is 0, but this will become a pi ना. तो x और y simultaneously 0 नहीं हो रहे. तो origin is not lying.
Yeah.
Are you
एक की
getting it?
वजह से
Yes.
पे नहीं है.
Okay, so that's why this curve which is there is symmetric about y-axis and not passing through origin. Is there option of that type? Yes, option A is the answer. वही अगर
54 तो ए है का?
54 अजून मी दाखवलंच नाही ना. 54 खाली आहे. 53 म्हणते मी.
हाँ चालेल.
53 is x is equal to a into t plus sin t, y is equal to a into 1 plus cos t. If suppose there was, I'll change the question and I'll ask you, y is a into 1 minus cos t. Can you tell me what is the answer? If your question is, let me ask you this question. If your question is x is equal to a into t plus sin t and y is equal to a into 1 minus cos t, tell me. What is the symmetry and what is whether it is passing through origin or not?
Symmetry will be about y-axis.
Y-axis.
Very good. हमेशा ही symmetry about y-axis. And whether it will pass through origin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
At t is equal to 0 क्या होगा? 1 minus cos 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And यहाँ पे and यहाँ पे x भी 0 plus sin 0 is 0. So at t is equal to 0, both x and y are becoming 0. Therefore, it is symmetric about which axis? about y-axis and passing through origin. Is it okay? That's your answer.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? Okay. So maximum questions of this all we have done. Let me just ask you one question. Suppose 55 question I'm asking. Okay? R is equal to a sin 3 theta. तो सबसे पहले तो क्या स्ट्राइक होना चाहिए आपको? R is equal to a sin 3 theta मतलब कौन सा कर्व होता है ये? It's a rose curve.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So obviously A won't be the answer. Correct?
Yes.
हाँ? Without solving how you are going to draw. R is equal to a sin 3 theta है तो कितने लूप्स होंगे? n ऑड होने पर कितने लूप्स होते हैं? ऑड ही होते हैं.
10 loops.
Yes.
तो 3 लूप्स होंगे. तो ये आंसर बी होगा क्या?
B होगा.
No.
सी में 2 लूप्स है तो सी भी नहीं होगा. आंसर विल बी डी, 3 लूप्स.
D.
Is it okay? Fine.
Yes.
So that's the way you should be solving it. It's quite easy. It's not at all difficult. Now, for example, suppose you are asked question number 56. R square is equal to a square cos 2 theta. Okay. क्या आंसर है उसका?
B.
B.
बी ऑप्शन है किसका? 56 का. कौन सा कर्व है? मुझे बता सकते हो क्या? The print that are been taken 56 के ऑप्शन A ये मुझे दिख रहा है. Okay, here A, then this is B, this is C and D. What is the answer?
B.
B.
B is the answer. ये 4 loops.
C, no?
Maybe CA 56.
C.
Look at, yeah, again see what mistake you are doing. This is R square is equal to a square cos 2 theta. It's not R is equal to. R होता तो रोज कर्व है. R square है तो रोज कर्व नहीं है. It is Bernoulli's Lemniscate. और यहाँ पे कितने लूप्स आएंगे? 2 ही लूप्स आते हैं. So answer is C. So don't be in a hurry to run to the conclusion. ये कैसे find किया हम लोगों ने? In minus pi, it's pi by 4 to pi by 2. In pi by 4 to pi by 2 ये इक्वेशन क्या होगा? 2 थीटा क्या होगा? pi by 4 से लेकर pi by 2 तक 2 थीटा रहेगा. pi by 2 से लेकर pi तक तो cos वहां पे नेगेटिव होता है. तो r स्क्वायर कभी नेगेटिव हो सकता है क्या?
No, ma'am.
नो. सो दिस वोंट बी द आंसर. ये लूप यहाँ पे है लेकिन यहाँ पे हो ही नहीं सकता क्योंकि r स्क्वायर यहाँ पे नेगेटिव हो रहा है. तो 4 लूप आएंगे नहीं, 2 ही लूप्स आएंगे एंड दिस इज योर कर्व. इज इट ओके?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So that was about curve tracing. Now let's go to quickly rectification. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete our 5th and 6th unit. Yeah, rectification में हम लोग क्या करते हैं? What is actually rectification? Finding the length of the arc, for which there are different formulas. If it is a Cartesian curve, y is equal to f of x, then it is dy by dx. Y equal to f of x है तो dy by dx find करना easy हो जाएगा ना. So answer will be in terms of dy by dx. और वो भी plus, not minus. So what's the answer?
C.
C is the answer. Is it okay? Then x is equal to f of y. तो dx by dy find करना easy हो जाएगा. And always the sign in between is plus. So what's the option for question number 2? 1 plus dx by dy the whole square dy. यहाँ पे कोई options repeat हो रहे हैं क्या? See now. Question number 2, A और B almost same लग रहा है. y1 y2 y1 y2 है लेकिन inside we have dy by dx and यहाँ पे dx by dy. तो अगर x is a function of y तो what is easy? dx by dy is easy ना. And limits if I am taking d यहाँ पे dy ले रही हूँ तो limits y के होने चाहिए. So that is fine. But derivative is dx by dy and not dy by dx. So answer is option B. Clear? मिस्टेक्स होने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है. ऑल ऑप्शंस लुक अलाइक. नाउ लेट अस गो टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. इंटीग्रल फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग द लेंथ ऑफ अपर आर्क ऑफ लूप ऑफ द कर्व 9. लेट मी चेक द क्वेश्चन. ओके, इट्स अ बिट blurred here. So let me check in the question set, hard copy. y square is equal 9y square is equal to, yeah, 9y square is 9y square is equal to x plus 7 into x plus 4 the whole square. Okay, this is your question. 9y square is equal to x plus 7 into x plus 4 the whole square, and they are asking you, what they are asking you, what is the integral to find the length of the upper arc. So how do we find length of the upper arc? पहले तो loop कहाँ पे है वो find करना चाहिए. So when you put y is equal to 0, what you will get? X is minus 7 or x is, and also you can say minus 4. So loop कहाँ पे होगा पता है? This is your minus 4 and this is your minus 7. Then between these two point your loop will be there. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay, that's why what will happen? What is your answer? Just here, this is minus 7 to 0. That's not the answer. आपको 0 point आएगा क्या? You have absolute constant in this equation, so 0 is not the point. That's why the loop won't be between 0 and minus 4 comma 0, या फिर 0 and minus 7 comma 0. It will between minus 0 0 और उनके बीच में नहीं रहेगा, इन दोनों बीच के पॉइंट के बीच रहेगा, minus 4 comma 0 and minus 7 comma 0. So limits क्या हो जाएंगे? minus 7 to minus 4 square root of dx by dy नहीं, dy by dx, because y is a function of x. Is this okay? So answer is option A. Without solving, only looking at the equation, you can tell the answer. Clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then let us go. Length of the arc of curve r is equal to a e raised to m theta intercepted between the radius r1 and r2 using the formula 1 plus r square. Everything is given to you. Only you have to find the length of arc. So what's the formula for finding arc length for a polar curve? Here see. What's the formula for arc, measuring the arc length for polar curve is given by, what is it? R is equal to f of theta. Question number 12 we are trying to solve. Huh? So what's the curve? The equation is given to you. Tell me what's the actual value? Arc length is equal to, yes, tell me. When it is said R1 to R2, and you are given also in the question 1 plus r square d theta by dr the whole square, ये दिया है आपको. Okay, so you have to do the integration with respect to r. ये समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you, huh? I have written it on back of. Yeah, your question is R1 to R2, ये आपको दिया हुआ है 1 plus r square d theta by dr the whole square into dr from R1 to R2. इसकी वैल्यू दी है, स्क्वायर रूट की वैल्यू दी है या फिर टर्म की दी है in the question? Term की दी है, so you will have the square root into picture. So you have to do this integration and get the answer. So square root of this, it's a constant, so it will come outside.
Yes.
1 plus 1 upon m square will come outside. Integration of dr is r from r1 to r2. Substitute and you will get the answer. तो क्या आंसर है? ऑप्शन देखो. Your
D.
Yeah, square root d is the answer. M square plus 1 square root upon m square, तो वो m हो जाएगा upper limit minus lower limit, that is r2 minus r1. Is that clear? Very simple. Only you have to substitute in the formula. For that you should know. And half the things they have given only. ये आपको दिया हुआ है, आपको सॉल्व भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. 1 plus r square d theta by dr the whole square की वैल्यू भी उन्होंने दी है. Just put square root on this. Integration from r1 to r2 वो भी दिया है. Radius r1 to r2. So I have to integrate with respect to r, and that's why your answer will be, this will become root of m square plus 1 upon m square into r2 minus r1, which is square root of m square plus 1 upon m r2 minus r1, and that was your option. Clear? Everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these questions, you please go through them. Now let's go to the MCQs of unit number 5. Okay, here the questions which are given are quite very simple and less. I have written separately for you all, which includes this also. Can you tell me the answer of question number 1? Spherical polar coordinates r theta phi of Cartesian point 111. तो सबसे पहले आपको क्या पता होना चाहिए? पता इस केस में what is the relation between x, y, z and r theta phi? If you know that relation, then it is quite simple to get the answer. So let me just show you what is x, y, z. This is given to you, na? 1, 1, 1. You have to find what are the values of r, theta and phi. Correct? Barabar?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the relation? X is nothing but r sin theta cos phi. So you have to put this value and get the answer. What is, you want to find the value of r. So you are given x. This formulas won't help you. Which formulas you want? What is the relation between r and x, y, z? So r is root of x square plus y square plus z square. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then what is theta? Z is equal to r cos theta. इससे मुझे theta की value मिलेगी, which is theta is equal to z by cos inverse of
Z by.
Okay, and what is phi? Phi is tan inverse of y by x, because y is equal to r sin theta sin phi. So if you take y by x, you will get r sin theta will get cancelled and you will get sin phi by cos phi, that is tan phi is equal to y by x, या फिर phi is equal to tan inverse of y by x. So that will give you the values of r, theta and phi. Each one of you all, I'm definite that one question you will get of this type in your final examination. Okay, so let me just see what's the answer. R is equal to root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, which is root 3. Theta is equal to cos inverse of z by r. Z is 1, r is root 3. So what is that? What's the value? Put on your calculator, keep the mode in degrees because the answers are in degrees, and find the value. Phi is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Y is 1 because what's your point? 1, 1, 1, na? So x is 1, y is 1. Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. This is easy. Yeah. But what about theta? Cos inverse of 1 upon root 3. Use a calculator, shift mode, and keep the mode of your calculator in degrees. You will get the answer. Tell me the answer.
54.7.
54.74.
Correct. So what's the answer of that? A is the answer. See here. Okay, A is the answer.
Yes.
Then you should, secondly, cylindrical polar coordinates are asked. And you are given Cartesian coordinates. So again, you have to write down the relation between rho, phi, z and x, y, z. What is rho?
X square plus y square.
Rho square is x square plus y square. So rho is root of x square plus y square, correct? So rho is root of x square plus y square. Z is z. And phi is same, tan inverse of y by x. And z is z. So what will your x, y, z are what? Again 1, 1, 1. So what will be your answer of rho? Rho is root 2. 1 square plus 1 square, that is root 2. Then phi is tan inverse of 1 by 1, which is 1, that is pi by 4. And z is z, which is 1. That's why your cylindrical coordinates are root 2, pi by 4 and 1. And this will be present in the option. So let's check. Root 2, which was that question? Yes, question number 2. Root 2, pi by 4, B is the answer. Is it okay? And vice versa is also given. R theta phi is given and you are asked x, y, z, or rho phi z is given and you are asked x, y, z. So सबसे पहले तो z, so for example this cylindrical coordinates, which options will not be the answer for question number 4? Question 4 में answer कौन सा नहीं होगा?
A.
A and
A and B.
B can be the answer because Z is 1 na. So
Yeah,
B,
only
C or yeah, only A will never be the answer. Okay. Abhi, what you have to see next is you have to find rho. What is rho? Rho is x square plus y square. So x is nothing but, what's the formula for x? Rho cos phi. X is rho cos phi. So it is root 2 cos of pi by 4. Correct na?
Yes.
So what is cos of pi by 4? 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. Here I have solved. X is rho cos phi. So root 2 into cos pi by 4. So root 2 into 1 by root 2. So value of x is 1. So your answer will be 1. Final answer is 1. So कौन से ऑप्शन में ये है?
You can say your name. You can have it.
Please mute yourself. If you are watching something else,
Zach, I'm
mute
gonna
yourself.
take a little peek under the hood of your hubby. All right. Now, I'm picturing, don't tell me,
Tanmay Kulkarni. Don't do simultaneously two things. You won't be proper on both the parts. यहाँ पे भी नहीं, वहाँ पे भी नहीं. So if you are watching any other video, please stop attending this lecture. You can leave. Okay?
No, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. So what I was saying next is 1 and 1. We got that the value of, yes, this question. We got that x is 1 and y is 1. So again, which options are there? Only D is the answer. Are you getting it? But again, yes, minus B and D can be the answer. So for that, we'll have to again find what is y. So what's the formula for y? Y is rho
Sin phi.
sin phi. So rho is root 2 and sine of pi by 4, which is again 1. 1 by root 2. So y is also 1. That means answer is option D only. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Now the next type of questions which are here, they are quite simple. Center is given ABC, radius is R, then what is the equation of sphere? It is x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square plus z minus c the whole square is r square. Extension of equation of circle. Correct?
Yes.
So these questions are quite simple. Radius formula is u square plus v square plus w square minus d. Then if you are given sphere S is equal to 0 and plane U is equal to 0, how do we represent a circle? S is equal to 0, U is equal to 0. So these are all very small and short questions which will be for 1 mark, but right now you don't have questions of 1 mark. So definitely we'll have to solve questions which are quite a bit, at least something we have to calculate. These all options which are given are for 1 mark questions, these questions. So right circular cone, what's the formula? Product of the direction cosines or product of the direction ratios. Cos theta is equal to. So we use for semi-vertical angle this formula, and for right circular cylinder we use Pythagoras theorem in which AP square is found with the help of distance. Then the projection is found with the help of product of direction cosines and direction ratios of the lines respectively, and radius of the cylinder, which is r square. So let's now go to some examples which actually I have done for you all. Okay, let's start with this type of example which will be asked in your university exam. Center of a circle, find the center of circle which is intersection of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square minus 2y minus 4z minus 11 is equal to 0 by a plane. So you are given the sphere, you are given the plane, and you are asked to find the center of the sphere. Can you see this diagram?
Yes.
So what is asked to you? If you understand that, then everything is easy. क्या फाइंड करने के लिए बोला है? सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल. सो व्हाट इज द सर्कल? दिस सर्कल इज द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ प्लेन एंड स्फीयर. ये जो सेक्शन दिख रहा है, करेक्ट? सो विच पॉइंट इज आस्क्ड? P पॉइंट इज आस्क्ड. सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल क्या है? P.
Yes.
Okay, so how we will find P? If I know the equation of line CP, okay, always you try to recollect the concept. P find करने के लिए अगर मुझे line CP का equation मिल गया, then I'll say that any point on CP looks like this, and then this point specifically lies on the plane. तो वो वहां पे substitute करने पर P की वैल्यू मुझे मिल जाएगी. So that's what I have done. Just see, equation of line CP find करने के लिए मुझे एक point इस line का पता होना चाहिए. That I can find with the help of equation of sphere. C is the center of the sphere which is lying on the line CP. How do we find center of a sphere? Equation.
Divide x by z by minus 2.
Yes, absolutely right. Let me show it to you. Okay, so equation of a sphere, if it is given in the form x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. This is your equation. Then center is minus u minus v minus w. मतलब x के कोएफिशिएंट को -2 से डिवाइड करना है, y के कोएफिशिएंट को -2 से डिवाइड करना है, z के कोएफिशिएंट को -2 से डिवाइड करना है. So right now what's your question? Your question is, this is also this is also a revision of finding the center and the radius of a sphere. Okay, that type of question can also be asked. So what is your equation now? X square plus y square plus z square minus 2y minus 4z minus 11 is equal to 0. Correct? This is your equation of sphere. So what will be the center? Center will be divide the coefficient of x by -2. X का coefficient क्या है?
0.
So yes. What about y coefficient? -2 को -2 से डिवाइड किया तो +1 आएगा. And -4 को -2 से डिवाइड किया तो 2 आएगा. So what's your center? 0, 1, 2. Okay. So what I have got is center is 0, 1, 2. And what's the formula for radius? U square plus v square plus w square minus d. तो यहाँ पे d क्या है? Constant term -11. तो minus of minus plus हो जाएगा, and then you'll get the value is to be √16, which is 4. So radius, that is CR, is 4. Okay. You got the point C on the line CP. Therefore, equation of the line CP is x minus 0, y minus 1, z minus 2 divided by the direction ratios of line CP. Line CP क्या है? इस plane का tangent line, normal line है. Not tangent line, normal line. Is it okay? CP इस plane को perpendicular है. So what will be the direction ratios of CP? Coefficient of x, y, z. This is the definition of plane. AX plus BY plus CZ plus D is equal to 0. Then ABC are the direction ratios of its normal. So CP normal है इस plane को. So what are the direction ratios? 1, 2, 2. So divide by 1, 2, 2. This is the equation of line CP. Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's why any point on this line CP in the form of K, I'm trying to write down this x, y, z in terms of K. इसका मतलब क्या है पता है? इस लाइन पे जब K की वैल्यू अलग अलग होगी तो सभी पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे. You should find different values of K, for which you'll get point P also, point C also, and so on. So for that, I'm writing x, y, z in terms of K. तो x minus 0/1 is equal to K compare करने पर x की वैल्यू K आ गई. y minus 1/2 is equal to K compare करने पर y की वैल्यू 2K plus 1 आई, and z की वैल्यू 2K plus 2. Is this clear? Any point on this line looks like K, 2K plus 1, 2K plus 2. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is the, if you have understood, tell me what is the value of K for which you'll get C?
0.
Absolutely right. K is equal to 0 अगर पुट करोगे तो आपको क्या पॉइंट मिलेगा? 0. 2 into 0 plus 1 is 1. 2 into 0 plus 2 is 2. So K is equal to 0 पर मुझे C मिल रहा है. तो कौन से वैल्यू K के लिए मुझे P मिलेगा? ये पॉइंट जो P है वो कहाँ पे लाई हो रहा है? प्लेन पे लाई हो रहा है.
Plane.
So put this point P on the equation of plane, you'll get the value of K. Put that K back in P equation, you'll get the point P. 1, 3, 4. Is this clear?
Yes.
This type of questions will be there for 2 marks. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me if one more thing I will do here only. What will be the radius of the circle? ये question भी पूछ सकते. What is the radius of circle? How you are going to find that?
Pythagoras.
Correct. CR square is equal to CP square plus PR square. Correct, na?
Yes.
PR is the radius of the circle. So CR square is equal to CP square plus PR square. So what is the value of PR square? PR square will be CR square minus CP square. Once you got the point P, 1, 3, 4, and the point C, you can find CP square distance formula say. What is CR? CR is the radius of the sphere. So whatever is this value, what it is, 1 minus 0, 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. So 4 plus 1, that is 9. So CP is 3, CR is 4, so you'll get the value of PR. So what will be that? Let me write it here. So CR square is CP square plus PR square, which is PR square is equal to CR square minus CP square. And what is PR square equal to? Therefore, CR square was 16 minus CP square was distance formula, that is 9, which turns out to be 7. And therefore, PR is root 7. Okay? Clear? So that's your answer. Fine. Then he also ask you, this was if the plane is intersecting, मतलब बीच वाला सर्कल मिल गया. अगर सपोज आपका जो प्लेन है वो टेंजेंशियल प्लेन है, टेंजेंट प्लेन है टू अ स्फीयर, then what will be the radius? Radius of the sphere, ये सेकंड कंसेप्ट है. Okay. Okay, you are saying 0, fine. Will it be actually 0? Let's see that. You have a sphere, okay, and the plane is tangential, मतलब ये स्फीयर के ऊपर रखा हुआ प्लेन है, एक ही पॉइंट पे उसको इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है, P X Y Z. तो what is the radius? What is the length of the perpendicular from the plane to the center of the sphere? Is it 0?
No.
What it is?
Radius.
Absolutely right. यही तो कंसेप्ट यूज करते हैं हम लोग ना टेंजेंट प्लेन प्रूव करने के लिए. If the radius of sphere is equal to length of the perpendicular, then the plane is tangential. अगर वो कम होता तो बीच में होता ना ऐसे.
Yes.
Are you getting it? Then I would have got a different circle, and then it would have not given me the this is your C, this is your P, and so on. लेकिन अभी वो बाहर है, एक ही पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है, तो वो सरफेस पे रहेगा स्फीयर के, और अगर मैंने वो सेंटर को ज्वाइन किया तो इट इज रेडियस एज वेल एज लेंथ ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर. सो व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट आई एम गोइंग टू यूज? लेंथ ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर इज इक्वल टू रेडियस ऑफ स्फीयर. तो आप फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे क्या लेंथ ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर का? ax प्लस by प्लस cz प्लस d अपॉन रूट ऑफ a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर प्लस c स्क्वायर नहीं यूज करोगे. आपको इक्वेशन दिया है स्फीयर का. व्हाट इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्फीयर गिवन टू यू? It's given as to be x square plus y square plus z square minus x minus 2z minus 14 is equal to 0. तो आपका सेंटर क्या होगा? सेंटर क्या होगा? Divide the coefficient of x, y, z by minus 2. So what's the coefficient of x? Minus 1. Minus 1 divided by minus 2 is half. y का coefficient है ही नहीं, 0. z का coefficient minus 2 है, divide by minus 2 is 1. So this is your center, okay? And what's your radius? Root of 1 by 4 plus 0 plus 1 minus d. तो यहाँ पे d की वैल्यू क्या है? Constant. Minus 14. So plus 14 हो जाएगा. So simplify this. This will become 15 into 4 is 60. 60 plus 1 is 61 by 4, and that's why your answer is root 61 by 2. तो ये आपका रेडियस है. लेंथ ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर फाइंड करने की भी जरूरत नहीं. अगर you are well versed with this formula, go for it. A, B, C and D are from the प्लेन इक्वेशन. ये स्फीयर के इक्वेशन से नहीं लेना है, तो आंसर दोनों का सेम आएगा. इज इट ओके? इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन?
Yes.
Then the next type of concept, yes, here see, if a plane is touching, at a point 1, 2, 0, what is the meaning of touching? टेंजेंशियल. टचिंग मीन्स वन पॉइंट इंटरसेक्शन, तो टेंजेंशियल होगा. तो उसमें उन्होंने देखो प्लेन का इक्वेशन नहीं दिया है, फिर भी वो पूछ रहे हैं कि व्हाट इज द लेंथ ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर, या फिर रेडियस भी पूछ सकते हैं. तो लेंथ ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर भी पूछा या फिर रेडियस भी पूछा. देन व्हाट्स योर आंसर? स्फीयर दिया होगा तो इट विल बी sphere. If it is sphere is given, then radius of the sphere will be the answer. If sphere is not given and the 2 points are given, center दिया है और प्लेन का जो इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट है वो दिया है, तो डिस्टेंस CP will be your radius या फिर लेंथ ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर. ठीक है?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Center and the radius of the same question. So let me not go into detail of it. Yes. Find the equation of sphere whose center is 2, -3, 1 and radius is 5. This is easiest question which can be asked. What you have to do? ये equation use करना है. x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square plus z minus c the whole square is equal to r square. ABC क्या है? आपका center. और r क्या है? 5. Put that and simplify it. This will be present in the option. ठीक है? Everyone?
Yes.
Now let's go to another type. Yes, equation of sphere passing through origin and making equal intercept of unit length on the axis. So इसके लिए equation of sphere in intercept form आपको पता होना चाहिए, या फिर try to find the 4 conditions. कोई भी equation of sphere find करने के लिए 4 condition चाहिए. क्यों? Can anybody tell me why? Any equation of sphere, how does it look? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. ये आपका इक्वेशन होता है ना. यहाँ पे कौन से अननोन है?
U, V,
U, V,
W,
W and
Z,
D.
and
D. तो 4 अननोन्स है ना, तो 4 अननोन्स है तो 4 कंडीशन होने चाहिए.
yes.
तो व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट कंडीशन? इट इज पासिंग थ्रू ओरिजिन. तो ओरिजिन से पास हो रहा है तो कांस्टेंट टर्म 0 हो जाएगा सबसे पहले तो, because x is 0, y is 0, z is 0, 2ux will become 0, 2vy will become 0, 2wz will become 0, only d will remain which is equal to 0. तो d चला जाएगा. ठीक है.
Yes.
Then it is saying it is making equal intercept of equal length. Intercept मतलब क्या है कि it is touching or intersecting the x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate by points. Generally it intersects with a0 0, b0 0 b0 and 0 0 c. तो यहाँ पे यूनिट लेंथ दिया है, मतलब क्या होगा? 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. करेक्ट. So either you go with the, we go with the 4 conditions, या फिर ये इक्वेशन आपको पता होना चाहिए. इक्वेशन ऑफ अ स्फीयर इन इंटरसेप्ट फॉर्म इज x square plus y square plus z square minus ax minus by minus cz is equal to 0, where your intercepts which were a0 0 0 b0 0 0 c are nothing but a is 1, b is 1, c is 1. Therefore your answer is this. So अगर आपको इक्वेशंस याद है तो आंसर झट से आ जाएगा. अदरवाइज यू विल हैव टू सॉल्व एंड गो फॉर finding first this equation and then substituting the values. So rather this is quite simple. Intercept form का equation सिर्फ प्लस वाले टर्म्स जो थे वो माइनस हो जाएंगे, माइनस ax माइनस by माइनस cz, and then since it is of equal unit length a b c are 1, that's your answer. Okay. Yes, is it clear? Quickly please. Yes, already it's 10:30.
Yes.
So two spheres, next type of question can be two spheres s1 x square plus y square plus z square. These spheres are given to you. They touch each other. मतलब again एक point intersection. Okay. तो आपको वो point of contact find करना है. So how do we have done this type of question? They are touching either internally या फिर externally. बराबर?
Yes.
So if I take it internally or externally कोई भी हो जाए, this is the center 1, this is the center 2, I have to find this point P. तो ये radius 1 और ये radius 2, correct? So how do you find that point P? X, Y, Z. It is x is equal to, I'll call, yes, minus u1 minus v1 minus w1, and it is minus u2 minus v2 minus w2. तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं ना, x is r2 into minus u1 plus r1 into minus u2 divided by r1 plus r2. उसी तरह से y and उसी तरह से z, and then we get the point of contact. Correct?
Yes.
So we are going to do the same thing here also. C1 C2 find किए, R1 R2 find किए, and then P is 3 into minus 5 plus 4 into 1 divided by 3 plus 4 7. Then 3 into 0 plus 4 into minus 2 divided by 7, and so on. That gives you the point of contact. For this type of questions, we have to find C1 R1, C2 R2, cross multiply, get the answer. Okay. Then, what is the meaning of great circle? What's the meaning? Intersection of two sphere is a great circle. मतलब क्या होता है? Just see, huh? It is intersection of the two sphere is a great circle. मतलब?
सेंटर पासून सेंटरला कट केलं तर होतं ना.
Correct. So this is the circle which is the intersection of two spheres. The center of the sphere, required sphere, will lie on the plane which is the intersection of these two spheres. तो वो plane हमें find करना होता है. So I'll tell you the way of not this one. Where is it gone? Yeah. So पहले तो what is the equation of the sphere which is passing through both the spheres? S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0. So I have to find the value of lambda. तो उसके लिए मुझे ये great circle की condition find करनी है. So for which I will simplify this and write down the equation in x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy ये फॉर्म में. तो उससे मुझे u v w मिलेगा. So 2u is minus 1 upon 1 plus lambda. So I'll get u, I'll get v, I'll get w, and center will be negative of this. So I got center. Okay, so center of this will lie on the plane which is passing through these two spheres. तो वो radical plane होता है. We have done this in class. How do we find it? S1 minus S2. S1 minus S2. तो S1 minus S2 से मुझे क्या मिल रहा है? ये प्लेन मिल रहा है. तो ये जो सेंटर मिला है तो वो इस प्लेन पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. So that I'll get the value of lambda. Back substitute the value of lambda in your given equation 1. So that you'll get the equation of expected sphere. I'll repeat the concept. सबसे पहले तो S1 plus lambda S2 is your required sphere, from which you'll get the center of the sphere. This center should lie on the plane which is the intersection of these two, or radical plane rather, which is S1 minus S2. तो S1 minus S2 से मुझे जो plane मिलेगा उसमें ये center का points जो है वो put करने हैं ताकि I'll get the value of lambda. Substitute the value of lambda in S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0. That's your equation of sphere. Clear? Everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this we have already done, Cartesian coordinate conversion and all. Equation of right circular cone. So whenever origin is there, what type of answer do we get for a right circular cone? It's an homogeneous equation of degree 2. Always, whenever the vertex is 0, 0, 0, we get the final answer to be homogeneous equation of degree 2. कैसे find करते हैं वो? Making use of angle between two lines. So what's the formula for angle between two lines? Cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now theta is given to you. Semi-vertical angle is given 60. So cos 60 is equal to, what are the direction? I'll just try to draw and make you visualize. So right circular cone हम लोग कैसे draw करते हैं? This is your right circular cone. Okay. So this is your angle theta. This is your axis, which is x minus a, x minus alpha upon a is equal to y minus beta upon b is equal to z minus gamma upon c. And your vertex is given us to be right now 0, 0, 0, or it is alpha, beta, gamma. So cos theta is equal to product of which two direction ratios? कौन से direction? ये general generator is this. So suppose x, y, z is your point, and you know alpha, beta, gamma is one point on the axis. You know the direction ratios of the axis are a, b, c. So what's the formula? A into x minus alpha plus b into y minus alpha plus c into y minus beta, z minus gamma upon root of a square plus b square plus c square into root of x minus alpha the whole square, y minus beta the whole square plus z minus gamma the whole square. ये आपका फॉर्मूला है. करेक्ट? सो अभी अल्फा बीटा गैमा क्या दिया है? यू आर गिवन अल्फा बीटा गैमा टू बी 0, 0, 0 and theta is given to be 60. So cos 60 is equal to, and what about ABC? ABC are given to be the ABC are given to be 2 minus 1 4, because this is the equation of the axis na. So 2 minus 1 4 will be your ABC. Substitute that and you'll get the answer. So what it will be? ABC is 2 minus 1 and 4, and therefore cos 60 will be 2 into x minus 0 minus 1 into y minus 0 plus 4 into z minus 0 upon root of x square plus y square plus z square, because x minus 0 is x only, into root of 2 square plus minus 1 square plus 4 square. Simplify, that's your answer, and that will be present in the option. Check.
मॅम तो ग्रेट सर्कलचा क्वेश्चन थोडा पिक्टोरियल फॉर्म मध्ये सांगता का?
ग्रेट सर्कलचा का? Yeah. See, S1 minus S2 gives you the plane. Okay, say it is u is equal to 0. That plane is lying on our expected sphere in the center. म्हणजे हा जो प्लेन आहे ना तो त्याच्या मधोमध लाय होतोय, त्यामुळे तो आपल्याला ग्रेट सर्कल मिळत आहे. समजते का? आय विल डू इट ऑन अ न्यू पेज. So it is something like this. Okay, this is your sphere. Okay, and the plane which is S1 minus S2 is actually intersecting this in the great circle. हा स्पियर आपल्याला पाहिजे जो S1 plus lambda S2 आहे. S1 minus S2 is the plane, okay, which is giving us the great circle, and that's why, are you getting it?
Yes.
This is the pictorial representation of that curve. आता तुला हा जो सर्कल मिळालाय म्हणजे स्पियर जो मिळालाय S1 plus lambda S2, so that is the section of the two spheres which give actually S1 equal to 0 comma S2 is equal to 0 is the circle. That circle is lying on the plane and that plane is intersecting the expected sphere at the center. That's the meaning.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So cone we were doing. Is this clear? Cos theta formula. 2 into x minus 0 minus 1 into y minus 0 plus 4 into z minus 0 upon root of x square plus y square plus z square. Root of 4 plus 1 plus 16 is 2 square minus 1 square 4 square. That gives you the answer. When you simplify, this will be our answer. Maximum number of times you will be given the options as 21 is equal to 4. This simplification won't be given because it takes time. Sometimes they may ask you the semi-vertical angle formula when they will give you vertex, 1 point and one more fixed generator. Just see, axis they have given whose direction ratios are 2, minus 4, 3, and they have given one more point 2, 1, 3. Vertex is 1, 1, 2. So direction ratios of a fixed generator will be 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 3 minus 2. So that is going to be 1, 0, 1. And one of the direction ratios of the axis are 2 minus 4, 3. So cos theta will be the product of this direction ratios of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. That gives you the answer. Now you will get the answer as 5 upon root 2 into root 29, but this won't be present in the option. Only root 29 will be there. So you may think that the answer is 5 upon root 29. No, multiply this 2 inside, your answer is 5 upon root 58. Is it okay?
Yes.
Then equation of the cylinder, they'll ask you, basically there'll be only two types of question on cylinder. What is the method to find the equation of cylinder? That is Pythagoras theorem. What is the projection? What is the value of AM? So AM is nothing but projection of AP on the axis. जो line project हो रही है उसके direction ratios चाहिए, x minus point A, y minus point B, z minus point C, and cosines, direction cosines of the axis. So axis अगर 2, 3, 1 direction ratios है उसके, so what will be the direction cosines? If axis is this line, what are the direction cosines of the axis?
Upon under root 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square, 3 upon under root 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square, and 1 upon under root 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square.
Absolutely right. Excellent. Very good. So it is 2 upon, I think so that square comes out to be root 14. So 4 plus 9 plus 1, it will be 2 upon root 14, 3 upon root 14, 1 upon root 14, and therefore AM will be 2 into what are the direction ratios of AP? X minus A point. What is A point is 1, 2, 1. So x minus 1, y minus 2, z minus 1 into 2 upon root 14, 3 upon root 14, 1 upon root 14. That gives you the projection. So either projection will be asked or this step question will be asked directly. What's the equation? Okay, that's about cone, right circular cone and right circular cylinder. Now let's go quickly to MCQ of unit 6. The first type that will be asked is direct evaluation of double integration 0 to 2, 0 to x e raised to x plus y dy dx. तो आपको क्या करना है, पहले देखना है कि लिमिट्स किसके हैं. So whose limits are given? This is y is equal to 0. So first integration is with respect to y. E raised to x plus y can be separated as e raised to x into e raised to y. इसका इंटीग्रेशन करोगे तो e raised to y का इंटीग्रेशन करना है, which is e raised to y only from 0 to x, which will give you e raised to x upper limit minus e raised to 0, that is 1. Is it okay? Now do the integration with respect to x. It is e raised to 2x minus e raised to x का integration, which is e raised to 2x upon 2 minus e raised to x from 0 to 2. Substitute, you will get the answer. So answer has to be rewritten in the form which is present in the option. So e raised to 4 minus e raised to 2 plus 1 minus half. ये आपका आंसर आ रहा है, लेकिन ऑप्शन में ये नहीं रहेगा. So reframe it and get the answer, which is in terms of 1 by 2 e square minus 1 the whole square. Clear? Is that clear, students?
Yes.
Yeah. Then the second type of question can be asked is changing the order of integration in double integration. Now the limits are given 0 to 2, pi by 4 to 2. Looking at the question, first of all, you don't know whose limits are given. But in the integration, dy is written first. That means these are the limits of y. Okay. Now change the order means what? What do you mean by change of order? चेंज द ऑर्डर मतलब क्या है कि आपको क्वेश्चन दिया है. कैन यू जस्ट अ सेकेंड. द क्वेश्चन इज I is equal to integration 0 to 8 and 0 pi by 4 to 2 f of x comma y dy dx. ओके एंड यू आर आस्क्ड टू फाइंड व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ q. तो सबसे पहले ना आपको ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. दिस लिमिट्स आर ऑफ y. सो y इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 4 मतलब ये लाइन y इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 4. कैन यू सी दिस लाइन पासिंग थ्रू ओरिजिन? y इज इक्वल टू x ना, y इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 4 मतलब एंगल ये लाइन है. देन व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट थिंग? y इज इक्वल टू 2. सो विच इज दैट लाइन? y इज इक्वल टू 2. करेक्ट? समझ में आ रहा है क्या या फिर ड्रॉ करना है? So when I try to draw it, y is equal to pi by 4 is this line, y is equal to 2 is this line, then x is equal to 0 is this line, and x is equal to 8. हाँ, तो x is equal to 8 कौन सी? Yes, x is equal to 8 only ना? Yeah, which will be that line? How it will intersect? Where it will intersect? Tell me quickly. X is equal to 8 is a line parallel to y-axis. So y is equal to 2 को वो कहाँ पे intersect करेगी? It will intersect the yes or no? Can you see that? Or you have to yes or no? Sorry, it's y is equal to, it is x by 4 na? What's the line? I thought it is pi by 4. It's not pi by 4, it is x by 4. So it won't be exactly 45. It will be this
x
line.
is equal to 2.
Yes, x is equal to 4y या फिर ये पॉइंट पे वो इंटरसेक्ट करेगी. So now when they have given dy, that means they have given vertical, they have considered vertical limit. ये समझ में आता है क्या? आपको पता है क्या? If you are doing the integration with respect to y first, then what we are considering vertical strip. Check it once again. When you put consider a vertical strip, lower limit कहाँ पे है? ये line पे. ये equation इसका क्या है? Y is equal to x by 4. And upper limit is what? Y is equal to 2. So they have considered vertical limit. Now when I want to change the order, I have to consider horizontal limit, horizontal strip. तो horizontal strip lower limit कहाँ पे है? X is equal to 0 पे, x is equal to 0 पे, और upper limit कहाँ पे है? इस line पे. So that x is equal to 4y. So x is equal to 4y will be a limit. तो question में क्या पूछा है? What is the value of q? And what is q? The upper limit after changing. So what is that answer? The answer is x is equal to 4y. So q is equal to 4y. Is this clear? If it is, then please say yes. If you have doubt, you please ask. Yes, students? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So whenever we are taking integration with respect to y first, vertical strip is considered. Whenever we are doing integration with respect to x first, horizontal strip should be considered. So we interchange the order and we consider the limits of x within, which gives me x is equal to 4y, so q is 4y. Now look at this question. If you know how to do it, can anybody tell me how you will go about it? I don't want to show you the answer. V is equal to triple integration square root of 1 minus x square by a square minus y square by b square minus z square by c square. Triple integration of the volume. So ये कौन से टाइप का इक्वेशन है उन्होंने दिया है क्वेश्चन में, एलिप्सॉइड है. So what do we do when it is ellipsoid? We do the substitution of x, y, z in terms of ellipse variables. What are those? R, theta and phi with a. This we have taken in the class. Ellipsoid transforms to what? Can anybody recollect? Ellipsoid कहाँ जाता है? Correct. It goes to sphere. X is equal to a r sin theta cos phi. Y is equal to b r sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to c r cos theta. In that, x square plus y square plus z square becomes r square. Because this ABC which is there na, that gets cancelled. X square by a square में a square cancel हो जाएगा, b square और c square cancel हो जाता है, and we get ellipsoid transformed to a sphere. This we have done in the class in detail also. Okay? तो अगर sphere में transform हो रहा है, तो what are the limits of entire sphere? R goes from 0 to whatever is the radius. So what's the radius here now? X square plus y square plus z square turns out to be r square, which is 1. So that's why we get radius is 0 to 1. पूरा sphere बोला है, तो theta is 0 to pi and phi is 0 to 2 pi. Obviously, dx, dy, dz are a, b, c, r square sin theta, dr, d theta, d phi. This also we did in depth. This is nothing but the Jacobian. A, b, c, r square sin theta is Jacobian. And then you do the integration with respect to r, theta and phi. So ellipsoid, if you see, first thing that you have to do is this substitution. And then get the transformation of ellipsoid in a sphere. And the limits of sphere will be r, theta, phi. If it is said entire ellipsoid, r will be 0 to 1, theta 0 to 2 pi, 0 to phi will be 0 to 2 pi. If it is said ellipsoid which lies in the positive octant, or then it will be 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. The transformed hemisphere ellipsoid in spherical form, we want only hemisphere volume covered, then it will be theta will be 0 to pi by 2 and phi will be 0 to 2 pi. So those all limits you'll have to put properly and then you'll get the answer. Is it okay? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Dirichlet's theorem याद आ रहा है? It is powers of x, y, z, a minus 1, b minus 1, c minus 1. Then the answer is gamma of a, gamma of b, gamma of c upon gamma of 1 plus a plus b plus c. So tell me what will be the answer of this x square y z dx dy dz given the condition x plus y plus z less equal 1 and xi's are greater than 0. यहाँ पे a क्या होगा इस क्वेश्चन में? 3. What will be b? 2. And c will be also 2. So you will have gamma of 3, gamma of 2, gamma of 2 upon gamma of 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. Now where the students go wrong here is they forget to write this 1 and then they get the answer which is present in the option. Okay, so please don't skip this 1. It is gamma 3, gamma 2, gamma 2 upon gamma of 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, which turns out to be 2 upon 5040, which is 1 upon 2520. Okay, Dirichlet's condition is again. We have done one more thing is mass. What is mass formula actually? Mass of an area. What is the formula for mass? What is formula for area? Can anybody tell me? Double integration, triple integration में area का formula क्या होता है?
dx dy dz.
Area is double integration, na Vedant? So it is double integration.
dx dy.
A is equal to double integration dx dy. Okay, and therefore
Yes.
dA is nothing but dx dy. This we have seen actually in so much of details. So that's why I get A to be double integration dx dy. And what is mass? Mass is density into area, na? So it becomes rho double integration dx dy. If rho is constant, you can write outside the integration. If rho is depending on xy, it is this. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this question, they have given everything. mass of the octant of the ellipsoid, octant they have said of the ellipsoid, if the density at any point being kxyz, and they have given you the formula also, m is k a square b square c square. They have asked you only what is the value of this integration. So you have to do the integration. Limits 0 to 1 will be of r, limit 0 to pi by 2 of theta, and 0 to pi by 2 of phi. So do the integration simply and get the answer. Is this easy, or should I show you how you get the answer? Proper integration है, लिमिट्स दिए हुए हैं, आपको डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट करके इंटीग्रेशन करना है. Sin cube theta cos theta, this integration will be of the type f raised to n into f dash. So sin raised to 4 upon 4, and sin phi cos phi will be sin square upon 2, and then put the limits. R raised to phi ka integration r raised to 6 by 6, that gives you the final answer. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
वॉल्यूम ऑफ द टेट्राहाइड्रन में आप दो तरीके से सॉल्व कर सकते हो. आइदर यू कैन गो फॉर डिरिचलेट्स कंडीशन. लुक एट दिस, x/2 plus y/3 plus z/4 is equal to 1. So put x/2 is equal to u, y/3 is equal to v, z/4 is equal to w. So that x will be 2u, y will be 3v, z will be 4w. ये मुझे कैसे हिंट मिला कि I have to go for Dirichlet's? Because I can see is equal to 1 and it is a tetrahedron. Equation degree of the equation is 1. So I can convert it to u plus v plus w form, equal to 1 या फिर less equal 1. तो Dirichlet's condition useful हो सकता है. तो dx dy dz की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. वॉल्यूम फॉर्मूला इज ट्रिपल इंटीग्रेशन dx dy dz. Substitute that, solve the equation and get the answer. It turns out to be 4 units. Okay. One more question, let me take up that. Volume enclosed by an cone. हाँ, ये question में they have given you the limits everything. So sometimes they will give you the question in terms of spherical, cylindrical polar coordinates also. या फिर directly you can solve it by Cartesian coordinates. Suppose you are not given this v is equal to 4 times 0 to pi by 2, 0 to 1 r minus r square r d theta dr. ये दिया नहीं है suppose. और आपको बोला है find the volume enclosed by the cone and by the paraboloid. So you are not able to imagine the diagram, but cone x square plus y square plus z square and x square plus y square is equal to z. Paraboloid is such type, half cup. उसके अंदर ये कोन है, तो आपको एनक्लोज बिटवीन दिस टू, मतलब ये एरिया फाइंड करने के, वॉल्यूम फाइंड करने के लिए कहा है. तो व्हाट इज द इक्वेशन? z इज x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर टू z इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर. तो dz का इंटीग्रेशन जब z करोगे, आई हैव टू पुट द अपर लिमिट एंड लोअर लिमिट, इट विल बिकम स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर माइनस x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर. ये कैन यू सी दिस इज एंटायरली इन टर्म्स ऑफ x स्क्वायर प्लस y स्क्वायर. तो जब भी ऐसे दिखता है तो 2 डायमेंशन में हम लोग क्या यूज करेंगे, कौन से कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम यूज करेंगे?
पोलर.
एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे हैव गिवन यू द क्वेश्चन इन पोलर फॉर्म. आर यू गेटिंग इट? ये दिया हुआ है आपके क्वेश्चन में, लेकिन अगर नहीं दिया होता तो यू कुड हैव डायरेक्टली सॉल्व इट विद द हेल्प ऑफ लिमिट्स ऑफ z. नेचुरल वे कैसे होता है, पहले इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू z करो. अगर दो इक्वेशन z के सेपरेटली दिख रहे हैं, z is x square plus y square, z is equal to root of x square plus y square. Now if you are not able to draw, तो मिस्टेक क्या हो सकती है, लिमिट्स इंटरचेंज हो सकते हैं. तो आंसर आइदर प्लस आएगा माइनस आएगा. माइनस आया मतलब आपने लिमिट्स रिवर्स लिए थे. So that's not going to affect your final answer because it is an MCQ question. So just minus को plus कर दो and you will get the final answer, which will be in terms of this r minus r square dr r dr d theta dx dy की वजह से आ रहा है. Solve that integration and get the answer, which is 5 by 6. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, I have not solved this question. Tell me what's the answer. CG का मैंने आपको क्लास में बताया था. Center of gravity of an arc of a curve. What is center of gravity? It's a coordinate system, x bar, y bar. Points होते हैं. Center of gravity का क्या point होता है? X bar coordinate system. It's a point at which the mass or the area or the arc length is balanced. बराबर ना?
Yes, ma'am.
तो हमको x और y कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिलते हैं. तो अभी क्वेश्चन पढ़ो जरा और आंसर बताने की कोशिश करो. This we will be taking the last question, okay? Because already it's going to be 11. Then sir will continue. Center of gravity of an arc, r is equal to f of theta है, which is symmetric about initial line. तो अगर कर्व symmetric about initial line है, तो कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या होंगे, x बार y बार क्या होगा, कहाँ पे बैलेंस होगा? वो जो कुछ भी आर्क होगा या फिर एरिया होगा या फिर वॉल्यूम होगा, तो वो बैलेंस कहाँ पे होगा? इनिशियल लाइन पे सिमेट्री है, तो वही लाइन उसको बैलेंस करेगी ना, सीजी को.
Yes.
तो इनिशियल लाइन मतलब विच लाइन? एक्स एक्सिस.
Yes,
B.
ma'am. Option B.
करेक्ट. सो y कोऑर्डिनेट शुड बी 0. तो दो ही ऑप्शन है जिसमें y 0 है, b या फिर d. लेकिन x भी 0 हो गया, मतलब 0 0 पे बैलेंस हो रहा है. तो आर्क आपका 0 0 है क्या? कर्व आपका 0 0 है क्या? नहीं है. r इज इक्वल टू f ऑफ थीटा. सो सम कर्व विल बी देयर. तो डेफिनेटली योर आंसर विल बी b. समझ में आया हाउ टू गेट इट?
Yes, ma'am.
वही अगर बोला होता कि द कर्व इज सिमेट्रिक अबाउट y इज इक्वल टू x लाइन, तो व्हाट वुड हैव बीन योर आंसर?
Option A.
Correct. सिर्फ y is how y is found with the help of y rho ds upon rho ds, लेकिन वो x के बराबर ही होगा. If your curve was symmetric about y axis या फिर theta is equal to pi by 2, then your answer would be क्या होगा?
Option C.
ऑप्शन सी. x बार इक्वल टू 0, y बार इज इक्वल टू 0 हो सकता है कि CG पॉइंट, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी, दोनों 0 कब होंगे? इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग द CG ऑफ द ओरिजिन ओनली. आपका पॉइंट ही मतलब कर्व ही ओरिजिन है, सिर्फ पॉइंट सर्कल. दैट टाइम ओनली x बार y बार विल बी 0. इज इट ओके? I'll share this notes which I have written for you all on your Google Classroom. Okay, and remaining students, I'll share it on your classroom. So now we will stop, take 5 minutes break. Shital Patil sir will be starting with the first 3 units. Is it okay?
Ma'am.
हाँ, बताओ.
मैम वो ग्रेट सर्कल वाला एक बार रिपीट करो ना फिर से.
Yeah. See, you have two spheres S1 and S2, and you want to find the first of all circle is intersection of these two. उस सर्कल से पास होने वाला स्फीयर होता है S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes. वो आपने क्वेश्चन किया था ना.
हाँ,
वो वाला एक बार.
वही दिखा रही हूँ. Can you see it? I am sharing it.
Yes.
ओके. सो S1 और S2 ये दो स्फीयर्स दिए हैं, उनका इंटरसेक्शन सर्कल होता है. उस सर्कल से पास होने वाला स्फीयर एक्चुअली इज S1 प्लस लैम्बडा S2 इज इक्वल टू 0. फाइन. हमें अभी फाइंड क्या करना है? लैम्बडा फाइंड करना है. उसके लिए अलग अलग कंडीशन दे सकते हैं वो. व्हाट इज वन कंडीशन? दे विल से दैट दिस स्फीयर इज पासिंग थ्रू द पॉइंट 1 2 3. तो डायरेक्टली वो पॉइंट इस इक्वेशन में पुट करो, लैम्बडा मिल जाएगा. व्हाट दे कैन गिव? दे विल से दैट दिस स्फीयर the intersection of that sphere which you are getting the circle is a great circle. तो ये ग्रेट सर्कल जो है, मतलब क्या होता है ग्रेट सर्कल? मतलब जो हमें स्फीयर चाहिए उसका जो सेंटर है वो इस सर्कल पे लाई होगा. ठीक है. तो जनरली इफ आई वांट टू गेट अ ग्रेट सर्कल, व्हाट इज दैट प्लेन व्हिच इज पासिंग थ्रू दैट ग्रेट सर्कल आल्सो इफ आई गेट, आई विल बी एबल टू गेट द आंसर ऑफ दैट लैम्बडा क्विकली. क्यों? वो लैम्बडा जो मुझे सेंटर मिलेगा S1 प्लस लैम्बडा S2 इज इक्वल टू 0 जो इक्वेशन है उसका जो सेंटर मिलेगा वो इस प्लेन पे या उस सर्कल पे लाए होगा. नाउ इफ आई गेट दैट प्लेन, इट इज इजी टू फाइंड लैम्बडा बिकॉज इट विल बी इक्वेशन ऑफ डिग्री 1. स्फीयर के इक्वेशन में पुट करेंगे तो दो अलग अलग लैम्बडा के वैल्यू पुट होंगे और फिर हमें रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना पड़ेगा कि विच इज द फिक्स लैम्बडा दैट आई वांट टू गेट. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम फाइंडिंग द प्लेन. तो वो प्लेन क्या होता है? रेडिकल प्लेन. वो कैसे फाइंड करते हैं? S1 माइनस S2 इज इक्वल टू 0 से, क्योंकि S1 और S2 मुझे दिया है. Are you getting it, Vedant?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So S1 minus S2 is equal to 0 से मुझे प्लेन मिलेगा. वो प्लेन ये ग्रेट सर्कल से पास होगा because it is the radical plane, and that will give me the value of lambda quickly. So how will I do? ये S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0 से मुझे minus U minus V minus W in terms of lambda मिलेगा. Okay, and that lambda values I am going to put in this plane, which is the intersection of required sphere and the great circle obtained by the intersection of S1 and S2. तो वो मैं इस प्लेन के इक्वेशन में लैम्बडा के सेंटर के वैल्यू पुट करूंगी. सो आई विल गेट लैम्बडा व्हिच आई विल शो यू. आई थिंक सो आई हैव, या हियर. वेयर इज इट? इक्वेशन ऑफ द स्फीयर. ये देखो, दिस इज योर कर्व. So S1 plus lambda S2 is equal to 0. ये reframe करने के बाद मुझे coefficient of x square plus y square plus z square should be 1. So divide by 1 upon 1 plus lambda. तो ये मुझे x का coefficient मिला, ये y का मिला और ये z का मिला. Dividing by -2, I'll get uv minus u minus v minus w. वो मुझे सेंटर मिला. ये सेंटर ग्रेट सर्कल पे है, तो ग्रेट सर्कल प्लेन के इंटरसेक्शन से जो मुझे मिलेगा, व्हाट इज दैट प्लेन? रेडिकल प्लेन, व्हिच इज s1 minus s2. What is s1? x square plus y square plus z square minus x plus 9y minus 5z minus 5, and this is your s2. So if I subtract them, x square y square z square cancels, minus x, यहाँ पे x है ही नहीं तो minus x आएगा, plus 9y minus 10y is minus y, minus 5z plus 4z is minus z, and minus 5 plus 8 is 3 is equal to 0. मैक्सिमम वैल्यू नेगेटिव है, उसको पॉजिटिव करेंगे तो x प्लस वाई प्लस जेड माइनस 3 इज इक्वल टू 0 मिलेगा. ये प्लेन मुझे ग्रेट सर्कल दे रहा है, जो स्फीयर का ग्रेट सर्कल है. तो ये जो सेंटर है इस स्फीयर का जो मुझे चाहिए था वो इस प्लेन पे लाई होगा, इसलिए दिस कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ द सेंटर should lie on x plus y plus z minus 3 is equal to 0. Simplifying that, I'll get the value of lambda, which is minus 3 by 4. Put this lambda here in this equation star and get the expected equation of sphere. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll stop here. Let me the recording, and sir will start the recording. Okay.